Have you ever wondered how people put these beautiful pictures with graphics and text overlays on their social media posts? Well, it's really easy, and you don't need to know any coding or any kind of photo editing. You can just use a free tool, and I'm going to show you how to use that today with Canva.
So this is Canva. You can find it at canva.com. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and sign up for your free account, and I will see you inside. So this is what Canva looks like in the back end on the inside. Your dashboard the first time you log in might look a little bit different. I don't know. I honestly can't remember. But here you have create a design. You can get started that way. Um, you can click create a design here and add custom dimensions if you want. But the cool thing is right here. You just If you scroll through this carousel, it shows you all the sorts of different types of things you can create. And again, like I said, without knowing any kind of code or design, it's pretty simple. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do is create this. A little while ago, I created a video that I uploaded to YouTube called An About Page That Converts. And I use Canva to create the thumbnail for the video. That's the thing that you see when you reach my channel, Mari Pfeiffer TV. You'll see these thumbnails, these pictures that are kind of like a preview of the video. And so I could just use this actually if I wanted to and just publish it to Twitter, but I thought it might be fun for you to see how to create it again, or just to create a Twitter post using your own image and text. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this so that we can get started and just start all over again. So if you hover over any of these little images, it shows you the dimensions of what you need to create a Twitter post, which is really nice. So instead of like going up and looking up the size of the image that you need, you can have one that's ready at that, or once you get in, you can crop your image or resize it so it fits it. So let's go ahead and click on this. And once you arrive into whatever it is you're creating, it has all these templates. And it has all sorts of different categories beneath those within those templates, I should say. So here's a quote Twitter post, and it shows you how you could add a quote to a picture. You could use this event, love, and so on. So you can look through all of these, get an idea of what you can create. And the cool thing is that you can just click on one once, and it pops right into the work area, the edit area. Now I don't want to use this one, so I'm going to go ahead and select everything in here and delete it. And let's see, I think we've got everything out of there. All right, so like I said, I want to recreate that thumbnail that I used for YouTube only in a Twitter version, a Twitter post. So I've already uploaded that picture to Canva, and there it is. It's not perfectly sized, but that's what I'm going to use. And I'm also going to just resize it so it fits this whole background area. Not perfect again, but you can just kind of move it around until it fits the way you want. The next thing I want to do is add some text to this area. So just click on text, and I want to use the same text that I use, the same fonts and everything, same styles that I used for the video thumbnail. So I'm just going to click this one and then close this shelf and then just move it over, just drag and drop it over. And the cool thing here too is also there are these magenta guidelines. It shows you kind of where things are centered and where the best place to place this is within the picture. So obviously this needs to be smaller, so I'm going to grab this corner dot and just make it a little bit smaller. Okay, and then again just move the whole thing down so that it's nice and centered. Now obviously this text doesn't work with this picture in the background. You can't really see what's there. So I'm going to select this text and then change the color, and you just click on text color, and I'm going to change it to white. I mean, I could change it to anything, but I think white works here, and I do still want to match that video thumbnail. I'm going to select that, turn that to white, and then this text I'm also going to use this area, so I'm going to select all of it, turn it to white, and I'm done. Now, it's obviously I have to change the content here, but I also have to create, I think, another background, a slightly transparent background behind this text so that it shows up even better. It pops out against the background of this picture. But first, let's change the content. So I select that text and go how to create. Okay, and then I'm going to select this an about page that converts. And then at the very bottom here, I'm going to select all of that and say at Mari Pfeiffer TV on YouTube. Okay, that's my channel's name. And that looks okay, but I still think that it needs a little bit of a better background against the text, behind the text, so that it shows up better. So the first thing I'm going to do is go over to Elements. And it shows what I've recently used, obviously this. But before I go ahead and use that again here, I'm just going to show you quickly other things you can add. I mean, these funky things like this pink cactus, hearts, charts if you need those. And when you hover over them, most of them are free, but there are quite a few that are not. So if they don't say free, they could be things that you either have to buy individually or that come with the pro version of Canva. But in this tutorial, I'm just going to use something free, which is this box here, this shape, and close that out. I'm going to move this over here. It just covers it. I might have to adjust it later. And the first thing I want to do is change the color of this box because I just don't like that gray. I know I don't. And what I want to do is pick a color from the background picture. So I have a Chrome extension called, I think it's called Colorzilla, and I just click on that, pick a color from the page, and it's going to be this kind of bluish black. Click on that and it says that it's been copied to the clipboard. Alright, so I select that box again, and to change the color I just change color here, and then I paste that color number there, and there it is. And with this box still selected, it says, you know, the color from your search. Click on that and it does it for you. Nice. Alright, so I'm back in here. That's obviously too dark and it's not what I want. But there's one more thing I need to do. I need to show the text on top of it. So with that box selected, I just go over here to position, send it backward, and obviously now the text shows up beautifully, but I still want it to be somewhat transparent so I can see this background image coming through. So I'll select this box first, and then over here click transparency, and then just pull it down until I feel it shows enough of the picture, but also shows the text nicely. And at about 36, 34, somewhere around there, it looks pretty good. And that's it. We're done. Now, because we're publishing this to Twitter, it's easy to just click publish to Twitter and then connect with Twitter, and then it asks you for your login details and so on. I seldom do that. I'm not really sure why I don't. Maybe it's a control issue. I don't know. But you can certainly do that, and it will post it directly to Twitter. One click, pretty easy. The other thing you can do is you can download it. So you select here again and click download, and this box has another drop down option for different quality file types. So the suggested one here is PNG. You get JPEG, PDF standard, and so on. You could even print this if you wanted to. I like to download it and then upload it to Twitter and then write my comments on Twitter that way. Okay, so very easy. One last thing to know about Canva, which I really like, is that it auto saves your work. So if you just click on home here and go back to the dashboard, the back end, whatever you want to call it, it will say that it's generating that image, that little thumbnail. If you're impatient like me, just click on the refresh button and there it is. It's the same picture as this one, slightly different dimensions, but it's the same thing, and it's, you know, consistent. Here's the YouTube thumbnail, here's the Twitter image, and then I just upload it to Twitter. So that's how you use Canva. This is the free version. This is the desktop version, obviously. There is a Canva app, which is great to use. I don't really like to use it. I just prefer to work on a larger screen so I can really see things, and it's just easier for me to make adjustments that way. But try it out, check it out. It just makes things so easy to create. You don't need to know any design skills or code or anything like that. You just have to use your imagination. Okay, well, thank you for watching. I hope that this has been helpful to you, and I will talk to you soon again in my next video.